If shoes could talk, they would have asked long ago. So, you're dumping everything on me again? But don't worry, let's break down the most comfortable, stylish, and versatile footwear pick that works for both a coffee break and a life marathon. No, not the sporty kind, relax. Sometimes it feels like the universe splits people into two groups: those who pick sneakers by the as long as they're comfy rule, and those who conduct a full on job interview with questions about cushioning, insoles, and inner zen. But honestly, both camps need the same thing: a pair that can handle a full day's pace without making you look like you walked in from the next town. When sneakers become the superheroes of your day. Some shoes patiently endure our morning choices, sprinting to the bus, walking instead, or abruptly changing the route because a croissant smells too good. Good sneakers soften every step as if whispering, "Relax, we've got this." This isn't about sports, it's about steady, predictable walking that doesn't leave your feet negotiating for mercy. And once you find a pair like that, you never want to switch. So let's figure out what really matters. Cushioning, the secret ingredient of comfort. A soft midsole isn't just a nice bonus. It reduces fatigue, spreads the load evenly, and keeps your feet from going to war with the pavement. But balance is key. Too much softness gets tiring fast. Proper cushioning gives you a slight lift-off feeling. If you notice it, you're close to finding the right pair. Just a few more details to consider. Flexibility and outsole behavior. Stiff sneakers that barely bend force your foot to work against the shoe. Ideally, the toe area should flex easily, mirroring your stride. This creates a natural gait and saves you from that robotic clacking sound. If the shoe bends only halfway and then resists, your feet will be the ones resisting by evening. Heel-to-toe drop, a small detail with a big impact. It may look like a regular sole shape, but it's key to smooth, stable walking. A slight drop from heel to toe helps distribute weight and softens each step. Too much drop feels like walking uphill and throws off your balance. A minimal, barely noticeable incline is ideal. Materials. Does the sneaker breathe or just the wearer? Dense fabrics look sleek, but if they don't let air through, your feet will start dreaming of a climate-controlled vacation. Mesh materials are optimal. They ventilate even in heat. In winter, hybrid designs help sturdy outside, breathable zones inside. And don't trust labels like ultra breathable, check with your hands. Weight, the lighter, the happier. If each step feels like lifting a kettlebell, the day instantly gets longer. Lightweight sneakers give freedom of movement and reduce fatigue. Super light models sometimes sacrifice support, so aim for the golden middle. Light but stable. If the pair feels surprisingly airy in your hands, that's a great sign. Glass shape, so your foot doesn't look for an escape route. Even the most stylish sneaker loses value if your toes are cramped. A slightly wider toe box prevents that end-of-day squeezing. Narrow styles work for short outings, not full schedules. Comfort is obvious right away. If your feet relax after a few steps, it's a good match. The insole and its hidden superpower. Quality insole acts like a tiny masseuse, supports the arch, relieves tension, and makes walking easier. Choose springy versions that don't flatten into a pancake after a week. A removable insole is pure luck. You can replace it with a better one or an orthopedic insert. The bottom line, sneakers that make the day easier. Stylish, lightweight, and supportive, that's the kind of pair that gets you through the day without surprises. They handle brisk walking, long lines, spontaneous let's walk instead decisions, and those moments when the day turned out nothing like planned. And since we covered the basics, it's time to move on to footwear that brings airy elegance without sacrificing comfort. Ready to talk loafers? Some shoes seem to say, "Relax, I'll take care of everything." That's loafers. They don't make noise, don't demand precise styling, don't argue. You slip them on and suddenly look like someone who magically acquired a personal life, a dream job, and the ability to sip coffee with a perfectly raised brow. But behind that nonchalance is pure practicality. Loafers are one of the most versatile everyday options. Why loafers make an outfit look sharper than sneakers? Sneakers are about speed, loafers are about effortless composure. Their structure adds stability, and their appearance gives a hint of polish. That's why they're becoming a daily go-to, not just for offices or formal plans. Once you understand the balance, choosing a model gets easier. Soft leather and textiles when material sets the tone. Loafers come structured or relaxed, soft leather molds to the foot, while textiles make the shoe lighter. The main rule: avoid rigid materials. Overly stiff loafers feel like they're trying to discipline you. A quick test. Bend the shoe slightly. If it moves smoothly, you're good. A sole that doesn't sound like old wooden floors. One reason people love loafers is the quiet, comfortable sole. It can be flexible or firm, but it must feel stable. Soft rubber is great for walking. Firmer soles feel almost like carpet, even on tile. If you want to make an extra lap during the fitting, that's your sign. Fit, the true secret of comfort. Even without laces, loafers must fit just right. Too loose, they slip. Too tight, you regret everything within a block. The ideal is a gently secured heel and roomy toe area. If your foot stays put without searching for an escape, that's your pair. Universality, the hidden superpower of loafers. They pair equally well with jeans, wide-leg pants, airy dresses, and an oversized blazer. Loafers make you look put together with minimal effort, saving time and mental energy for something pleasant like choosing a coffee without waiting in line. When loafers beat sneakers, some days you want to look a bit more grown up without giving up comfort. Loafers are perfect then. They add structure without heaviness. Models with soft insoles are especially great. You can spend the whole day in them. If sneakers are about energy, loafers are about calm confidence. Tips for choosing. Avoid narrow lasts. They make every step feel tense. A slight heel lift improves biomechanics. A soft lining can determine whether you fall in love with the pair. Good loafers don't feel new, even the first minutes you wear them. The verdict: effortless style is real. Loafers are harmony between comfort and polish. They simplify decisions, sharpen outfits, and fit almost any day. And next comes footwear that brings confidence, warmth, and charisma. Time to talk boots. If sneakers care about comfort and loafers about style, boots are your personal security detail for the cold season. They show up when the wind whistles, the pavement glistens, and your feet start demanding respect. That's when boots step in warm, steady, and wonderfully charismatic. Why boots add +10 to your confidence? There's magic in them. You put them on and instantly feel like someone who knows exactly where they're going, even if it's just to grab bread. Their solid build adds stability and composure, especially when the weather is trying to test you. A good pair makes your step confident, not heavy like you're starring in a stylish autumn movie. Shaft height, aesthetics with purpose. High shafts support the ankle and feel protective. Mid-height is lighter, unrestricted, great with jeans. Low boots feel relaxed but still stable. The main rule: boots shouldn't make each step feel like moving furniture. Sole flexibility, the gold of autumn. The sole should block cold and moisture but not feel like a wooden plank. Proper boots flex at the toe while staying firm through the middle. A quick test: rock forward and back. If the shoes help you stay balanced, you're good. Insulation, warmth without the thermos effect. Modern linings warm without overheating. Ideally, you want a soft layer that keeps you cozy outside but doesn't roast you indoors. Balance is everything. Materials, built to outlast a single season. Leather handles snow and rain. Synthetics are lighter and dry faster. Nubuck and suede look great but need care. The essentials are durability and grip on wet leaves and icy patches. Lacing systems, a small detail that changes everything. Good lacing keeps your foot in its natural position. Hooks make tightening quicker and more precise. Ideal boots are the ones you forget about after 5 minutes. Weight, protection doesn't have to be heavy. Modern boots are much lighter than older models. Lightness makes the stride freer, but the structure still needs to stay reliable. If they feel sturdy but not like carrying a dumbbell, you're on the right track. The takeaway: character, reliability, and comfort. Boots protect, warm, and boost confidence. They make you want to walk around, run errands, photograph leaves, and maybe get a bit philosophical. Autumn does that. But winter isn't forever, which means it's time to switch to footwear made for sunshine, warmth, and long strolls, sandals. Sandals appear in our lives suddenly the moment the first truly warm day arrives. The sun comes out and your feet look at you with honest eyes. Can we lose a layer? And then sandals take the stage, the lightest, most summer-friendly allies of everyday comfort. Why good sandals are a ticket to a freer summer. Sneakers support, boots protect, but sandals bring space. Nothing squeezes, presses, or reminds you of itself. A comfortable pair makes every walk weightless and every warm day friendlier. To get that effect, you just need to understand a few details. Fit and fixation, so your foot doesn't live its own life. The biggest flaw of cheap sandals is weak hold. Straps slide, the heel wanders, and the walk becomes an amusement ride. Secure straps hold your foot gently without rubbing. The test is simple. If the sandal doesn't flap on your heel, you're good. The insole, the hidden engine of comfort. A good insole has some spring, follows the foot's shape, and prevents slipping. Light arch support reduces fatigue. When you find a pair like that, your feet thank you within minutes. Materials, so summer actually feels like summer. Soft leather, airy textiles, and modern synthetics provide ventilation and comfort. The edges shouldn't be rough, harsh details, can ruin even the best warm day. The sole, lightweight without compromise. Sandals should bend easily but not collapse. A good sole shields from uneven surfaces, softens steps, and feels natural, almost like walking barefoot on sand. Adjustable strap, summer's saving grace. Feet may swell a bit in the heat, so adjustability is priceless. Velcro and soft buckles make changes quick and easy. The ideal pair adapts to you in seconds. When sandals beat every other shoe, in the heat, they make the day easier just by existing, letting your feet breathe, removing the feeling of extra layers, and giving freedom. They're the best choice for long walks, fairs, waterfront strolls, and all the moments when you want to feel summer through your steps. Practical tips. Avoid narrow models, they're rarely comfortable. Check strap softness and how well the insole grips your foot. Walk a bit if the steps feel light and the foot stays steady, that's your pair. The bottom line, lightness, comfort, and a touch of summer magic. Good sandals turn hot days into pleasure. They free your movement and prove that the simplest things often work best. Now that we've covered the key everyday footwear types from sneakers to breezy summer styles, we've got a full set of insights to help choose the perfect pair for any day, mood, or weather.